Sooner, everybody. My name's Harry James. The Oklahoma Sooner women will try to get on the right track and back to the NCAA tournament. Won't be easy, though, as they face in-state rival Oklahoma State in Stillwater. A 21-11 team from last year, 11-7 in Big 12 play. They will then place the Kansas State Wildcats next Sunday in Norman, 18-16 last year, 11-7 in Big 12 play. We'll review the Aggies and the Wildcats next. Boomer Sooner 1982. Don't go away! And welcome back to the show, everybody. My name is Harry James. We'll start in Stillwater, O-K-L-A-H-O-M-A. It's Bedlam, women's edition this time. 21-11 last year for the Cowgirls, 11-7 in Big 12 play for the Aggies. They did get an invite to postseason, but not the NCAA tournament. They got invited to the WIT, that's the WNIT, where they lost 71-56 to Mississippi State. Their head coach is still Coach Jim Littell out of Southwestern College out in Kansas. Graduated from there in 1977 and is in his 8th year in charge of the Orange and Black. Trying to get the Oklahoma State Cowgirls back to the tournament this year, not going to be easy, but it gets a lot easier if you have 2 double-digit scores. They don't. They have 1. And it's Braxton Miller, number 14 for the Cowgirls. 11.7 points per ball game, 3.5 rebounds, and 2.2 assists per ball game last year for the Cowgirls. But with such a veteran team leaving, they do have a player, pretty good-looking player coming back, Jaden Hobbs, 4.5 points per ball game for the Aggies. 0.9 boards, and 1.2 assists last year for the Cowgirls of Oklahoma State. What about the Mild Wildcats? Kansas State, that is, out from Manhattan, 18-16, 11-7 in Big 12 play last season. Lost to UNC Davis. They also got invited to the WNIT in postseason play, not the NCAA, WNIT, where they lost to, like I said, aforementioned UC Davis, 71-69. Their head coach is Jeff Mitty, 1989 grad from Missouri Western University, and Coach Mitty is in his 5th year in charge of the Purple and Gray. It gets a lot easier for them to get to 18-16 again with not 1, but 2 double-digit scores, which they actually do have returning. We'll start with number 3, Kayla Golf, averaging 17.5 points per ball game last year for the Wildcats, 3.8 boards and 6.6 rebounds per assists per ball game last year for the Kansas State Wildcats. While number 15, Peyton Williams, is also returning, 14.7 points per ball game, 7.2 boards, and 1.1 assists per ball game last year for the Wildcats of Kansas State. Now it's time to get the Sooners. To preview the Sooners. They went 16-14 last year, 11-7 in Big 12 play, lost to DePaul 90-79 in the first round of the women's NCAA tournament. So they actually did get the invite last year. Their head coach is still Sherry Cole, who is a 1980 grad from Oklahoma Christian University, is in her 23rd year in charge of OKLAHOMA. Trying to get them back on track won't be easy, but it gets easier with not 1 but 2 double-digit scores, as we've already talked about. That always makes it easy. And they are number 14, Shayna Pellington, and the double deuce, one of my favorites, Anna Lenusa. We'll start with 14, Shayna Pellington from Canada. She averages 13.1 points per ballgame last year for the Sooners, 2.7 boards, 2.1 assists per ballgame last year for the Sooners of Oklahoma. While the local product, number 22, Anna Lenusa, averaged last year 12.6 points per ballgame, 4.0 rebounds, and 1.0 assists per ballgame last year for the Sooners of OU. Alright guys, thanks for watching. As you guys don't know yet, I do have a blog that's usually out by now, too, by the way, that I've started. It'll be out usually, I try to do it in the mornings before I go to work, so I'll have one up every morning. I try to at least. It is on my Facebook page, Harry James Taylor. It's also on my Twitter, at Harry the Spy OK. Also on my Facebook and Twitter are the videos. Not just this one, but any of the videos that I've done in the past. They are on the Facebook, Harry James Taylor. Twitter is at Harry the Spy OK. And they're also on YouTube, Boomer Sooner 1982. Alright guys, thanks for watching, and Boomer Sooner everybody. I'm out of here. See ya. Peace.